people come in through a dreary close, and they come in, and I've seen them actually saying the equivalent of wow when they walk in and see these buildings all around them.
When you get down here, it's beautiful and it's just such a nice community.
I didn't know it was here for years and years. I walked right past the entrance to the lane. I'd always heard about it, but didn't know it was here.
People used to say to me, I can never find your place, I can never find that close that you're in, never find it, it's hidden away down that lane. And I thought, lane? Hidden lane? And the magic of that has caught on.
Just off Argyle Street in Glasgow sits the Hidden Lane. It was created in the early 90s when the economy took a turn for the worse.
And I was left with a couple of old ramshackle buildings just off Argyle Street.
Slowly these buildings grew into a community of almost 100 businesses, all operating inside these colourful premises.
I started making things for myself, just jewellery, hair clips and stuff, because I couldn't find what I wanted in the shops. And then realised that other people would maybe like the things that I like. I'm in my shop now.
Well, after I was made redundant for the third time in a 6-year period, I decided to become my own boss.
I decided to use my talents, and amazing how quickly it took off.
I've been painting for about 20 years and it's something I've always wanted to do, and I just thought it's now or never. I decided if I was going to open a business, I would love to be able to open it here.
Bringing up 3 children, and they got to an age where I could leave them longer and they could see to themselves more, so I took the opportunity to open a shop, which I'd always wanted to do. When you take on a property in the main roads, you have rent, rates, utility bills, so the cost for a start-up business especially is very, very high. And so I thought, I knew of the lane.
I think because it's off the beaten track, the rents are lower, so therefore it's much more affordable for me to work here. And because it's more affordable, I don't have to charge outrageous prices, so therefore I get business, I get repeat business.
The Hidden Lane is quite well known as an artist's sort of community, and it's one of the places that unfortunately it's very well named. It is very, very hidden, just kind of being off the main street as it is. We don't get particularly much footfall. On days when it's very wet and dark and miserable in the winter, we don't get people coming in because it's horrible. And then on really nice days like we're having today, people don't come in because they're away on days away out of the city, or they're in Kelvin Grove Park, or they're away, you know, somewhere else, and they're just enjoying the sun.
When I first started, I thought, how am I going to get people down here? Am I going to get enough footfall? But it's like the film, build it and they will come.
If we didn't have the collective and the community spirit, I think probably a lot more people would have left by now, because it can be quite lonely working on your own. If you're not sharing a unit, you're on your own all day, it can be quite lonely.
Everybody here, we're all here for each other. It's not like being in a high street when you're in a shop on your own. You've got everybody around you, so if you're having a bad day, because you work for yourself, you doubt yourself. Am I good enough to be working for myself, etc, etc. And then other people around are there to pick you up, and then we do the same for them when they're down.
So I think having the chance to nip out and go and speak to somebody else, run ideas past somebody else, just have lunch with somebody else, it's become quite a unique community of artists, designers, small independent shops, and we just love being down the lane.
We meet a very diverse range of people in here from all over the world, and there's a lovely atmosphere in the lane.
It's just a joy to come to work every day, and that's an amazing thing. Like I had another proper job for 16 years, and just waking up just happy, knowing I'm just going in to open my shop, and everyone's so lovely, everyone's so friendly as well. You can just pop in to any of the shops or studios and say hi during the day. It's really good.
It's beautiful, especially on a day like today. and the sun's shining and all the buildings are just so pretty with all the beautiful colours that they're painted, which is, I found out recently, Mr Joe Mulholland, who owns the coloured buildings, mainly all the colours were picked by his late wife, so it's a little lasting tribute to her, as is a lot of the stained glass that's around, as she was a stained glass artist, so everywhere you look you can see a little bit of Claire Mulholland living on.